minus omega over 2 Lx minus by La minus by Ax, okay, plus by A squared. This is as bad as pressing the calculator. Let me check. La minus Ax plus by A squared, correct? So plus by omega x squared over 2 minus by 2 omega Ax over 2 plus by omega A squared over 2 plus by m as a function of x. Okay. So let me check again the second part, minus 2 omega plus, yep. It looks good so far. Okay. So I can take these two off. Okay. So we will still live with our PA. Minus by omega Lx over 2 plus by omega La over 2 plus by omega Ax over 2 minus by omega A squared over 2, okay. Then plus by omega x squared over 2 minus by 2 minus by omega Ax, because you can get rid of the 2, plus by omega A squared over 2 plus by m as a function of x. The whole thing will be equal to 0. So now you start to arrange based on x. Okay, let's see. You arrange based on the highest polynomial or index or x power of n. Okay, so we know that this is the highest power. Okay, so you get omega x squared over 2. Okay, you get omega x squared over 2. Okay, then you look for x again. Okay, so you have so the only x's I see is I have minus omega Lx over 2, and then so this is done, and then you have omega Ax over 2 positive minus by omega Ax, so this will be minus omega Ax over 2, right? Okay, then you can get rid of you got minus omega A squared over 2 plus by omega A squared over 2. You can swipe this off. Then you will have plus PA plus by omega LA over 2 plus by m as a function of x equal to 0. Okay. So what I can see, we have an x over here, right? We have omega, so we can still gather our terms. So omega x squared over 2 minus by omega x over 2, right? So if I take omega x over 2 out, I will have L over here, right? So x over 2 plus by A, right? And I don't think can I do the I'm trying to see, can I do the same? I think I can do the same to combine them. Okay, so I will have plus by, so I'm going to bring out L, okay, and plus, no, I'm going to leave the term down here. So this is plus by, I can take out A. Okay, I only can take out A plus by A and this is P plus by omega L over 2. Okay. Then you have plus by m as a function of x. So now we rearrange the whole thing, m as a function of x. So now it's minus omega x squared over 2 plus by omega x over 2 L plus A minus by A P plus by omega L over 2. Okay, so I just bring it across. I'm checking my sign now. Okay, so that is our bending moment equation. So I told you it's a bit more complicated. The math is not difficult. It's just you have to focus. Okay, so I'm going to copy. I'm going to go over to our previous page. Okay, I'm going to stick it in here. Some of you might be saying, wow, this is already so bad. What will happen if we do point C? Yes or no? when we do point C, holy crap, yes. That's where we have to change the direction of our analysis. Okay, so this is m as a function of x is equal to minus omega x squared over 2 plus by omega x over 2 L plus A minus by A P plus by omega L over 2. Okay, so we have this expression now. Okay, so then the next thing is we are going to look at our v as a function of x. So v as a function of x we've done over here is equal to minus omega x plus by omega L over 2. So minus omega x, omega x plus by omega L over 2. Okay. So now the thing is we have formed this equation over here. Okay. I want to focus on the shear force equation. Okay. So how do we know that this is correct? Right. So the only way to check, okay, so I put the 2 question mark over here, is to substitute x is equal to A, right? So you will have minus omega, so you have V as a function of, or at A is equal to minus omega A plus by omega L over 2. And this will be equal to, if we take out omega over 2, this will be equal to what, when you take out, so will be equal to minus 2A plus by L, right? So this expression here and this expression here are the same, so it's correct. So that's how you check. Okay, and we know that it has a constant gradient of minus x. Okay, and then the next thing that we check, okay, we cannot draw the line yet, because to draw a line you know the gradient, okay, but you also need to know the endpoint. Okay, so the only way we could check, okay, so we also want to find out where v as a function of x is equal to 0, right? Where is our x position? So this will be equal to minus omega x plus by omega L over 2, right? So we can factor out the omega. So x is equal to L over 2. Okay. So x is equal to L over 2 means what? Means at a point, okay, at this point, where is our L over 2 is to pass through 0. Okay. So now you can draw the line. And then you can draw the line until here. Okay, you can draw the line. Okay, why I stop at L minus A is because of the limits, right? The limit of our equation. I stop over there. Okay, so more or less you can also work out. Okay, you can more or less work out where this point will be. Okay, so this point, so you just need to substitute. Okay, so you have to substitute to find the end point at point C. All you need to do is you substitute V L minus A. Okay, so this will be, if you look at the expression, so this is minus omega L minus A, and then you have plus by omega L over 2. Okay, so this is equal to minus omega L minus omega A plus by omega L over 2. So this will be equal to minus omega L over 2 minus omega A. So it will be equal to, oh, I'm on the other side of the graph. It's okay. We'll be at minus omega, right, L over 2 plus A. So we know where our endpoint now is, right? So we know our endpoint down here. And then later on, we can check, okay? So this will be equal to omega. So at this point, it'll be equal to minus omega over 2 L minus 2A. Okay? And the equation is minus omega x, right, plus by omega L over 2. Okay? So we can check. Okay, later on we can check. Then the next one is, if we were to look at the equation over here. Okay, we have to, okay, let me look at, okay, let's look at the equation. It's less messy over here. Second second line look like you miss a 2 star. L minus A is supposed to be L minus 2A. I think you might be right. L minus A. Second line. Azam, where is the second line that you think I make a mistake?
It's on the next page, I think, where the math is done. Over here, the second line, yeah.
This line down here?
Yep, where it says minus W over 2 L minus A, it's supposed to be L minus 2A times X minus A.
Oh, you are right. Wait, let me check. I think you're right. Yeah. Good morning, Eugene. Okay, then if that's the case, we have not done that part yet. So it's L minus 2A. Wait. Okay, this is where it gets tricky. Okay, hold on. So Lx, okay, minus LA minus 2AX. I think you're right. 2AX plus by 2A squared. Okay, so the rest are good. Minus omega Lx over 2 plus by omega LA. So this is 2AX. So this is WAX. WAX. Which is good news. Then over here is omega A squared. Thank you, Azam. Due to omega A squared. Okay. then the rest is good. Then this where, so you arrange based on the